Everybody on here, and I'm coming to you. Hey, I'm back in Maine. I was last month though too, but this month it's really winter here, as you can see behind me, and that's kind of exciting that it's finally really hit here in Maine. This month I really want to talk about something about how powerful our senses are for us, and this is a pretty exciting piece. Now, last month I talked about the importance of creating great holiday experiences and how we can do that. And in this month's video, I really want to address more about one of the big components that's connected to being able to do that, and that is our senses. And in particular, I'm talking about our physical senses, and we tend to discount that a lot of times. We tend to look at those and say, oh, that's not very important, or maybe I don't have very good senses. I might not have very good hearing or very good smelling or things like that. But in codes, senses really connect to the experiences that we're getting and help us to really build those things. So in code, senses alone, just in general, connects to our ability to learn something. It connects to creating the experiences that teach us valuable lessons in life. And then when we talk specifically about our physical senses, those very specifically connect to our ability to have health and well-being, to be able to get through things, to be able to draw on aspects of our past, and to really draw on ancestral wisdom, things like that. So this is the piece that I want you to really pay attention to this month. It plays in pretty big in our codes as we go through the end of December, and then we come up and go into January. It becomes a very important piece for us, and they get much more activated. Now, some people here in Maine say that your sense of smell magnifies, which, you know, might be true. The sense of the aspects of cold, it can clear some of the bacteria out of the body, and that can open up the ability to sense more smell. But when you think about it and you're trying to get experiences, what I'm hoping that you can do, and one of the things I like to do, is instead of just breezing through the holidays, instead of just going through all of the festivities and just, oh yeah, this is tradition, this is regular, this is what we do, I want you to think about really taking things in through your physical senses. Really stopping and embracing what does it feel like to put your hands in that food and bake the cookies and connect with the dough, or, you know, whatever it is that you're doing for your holiday season. People have different kinds of traditions, right? Or sitting there and making something, or sitting there and really taking in the smells. Stop and really tune in. What are those smells that I'm smelling? And what are the memories that those connect to? Where does that connect with aspects of my past? And it is through this that we actually generate a lot of favorable memories in our life. It is through this aspect of our physical senses that is where we really remember valuable pieces that are connected to our holidays, to being with family, to connecting with friends, and that really give us those memories that we hold on to. It's because more of our physical senses are engaged. So this holiday season, I'm encouraging you to just not be just in what is happening and what's going on, but to really stop. Take some time to get still. Take some time to close your eyes and then just really breathe it in. Breathe in what the smells are. If you've got, you know, great weather like this, bundle up, get outside, and, you know, breathe in, because there actually is a smell to snow. There actually is a smell to moisture in the air. There's actually incredible things, the things that go with it. Now, of course, you know, if you have certain physical conditions, you know, you have to be careful of that too, and respectful of that. But think about how these connect for you. What is the sensation that you get when you're breathing in these scents, when you're doing these activities, when you are having these conversations, when you're listening to things that are going on, when you hear bells, when you hear choirs singing. It's very interesting because all of these things have impacts on our brain. They have impacts on our heart. They have impacts on every aspect of our body, and literally whether we feel healthy or unhealthy, whether we feel sick or whether we feel well in this process. And it is engaging our senses. The more that we can engage our senses in things that we love, in things that open our heart, when we engage the physical senses that do that, we now start to really actually generate and stimulate healing sensations within the body, chemical reactions within the body, which is so powerful. And I encourage you to tune in and see, what does your body do when it gets these different sensations, right? Like in olden times, a lot of times if you breathed in, for example, the smell of pine, and you got it off of the fresh pine trees, or you breathed in aspects of like cinnamon and cloves and some of those things, those spices that come with it. You open up your circulation and your blood flow starts going better, things like that. So pay attention to it and really capture what your senses are taking in, because those are the things that are going to see you through some harder times. Those are the things that are going to create value. Those are the things that are going to help you to actually remember things. And this is really great, especially if you do have any challenges with memory or with any of that type of aspect. You're going to find that this actually will help you to engage your memory, and it will help with brain functioning in this process, because again, when you get that experience, you're actually stimulating the brain to function and to recall things and to do different things. So embrace what it brings up for you. Take it in and see what you can create. See what kind of healing. And this is a very personalized thing, right? Because sometimes a smell for one person is wonderful and a smell for another person, they don't like it at all. It doesn't work well. But this is also part of how we get to know our body. This is also part of how we embrace what is healthy and unhealthy for us. It is part of how we understand ourselves and the directions we want to go and the things that we want to create moving forward. Because when you ask people about some of their most favorable memories and their most favorable times, it's usually almost always connected to these physical senses. It's usually something that has given them some sort of comfort in a tough time. So I encourage you to take it in, see what you can do, be more aware as you go through this holiday season, and I will see you all in the new year. Don't forget to pick up your copy of The Code Journey for 2023. It's out there. It's been out there since the middle of August when I was on the road touring. And just hop on over to my website, compassioncodes.com. Go to the Goods tab. You'll see a thing for the Code Journey there. Click on that. You can get both the ebook or the paperback book, whatever your preference is. And the links on the page there will take you directly there. And businesses, you're more than welcome to contact me directly. And we can also get books out to you to have for your store as well. Take care, everybody. I'll see you in 2023.